haven't been on here, I don't know, like a few weeks now. And not for any specific reason, no big life event. There's big global events, that's for sure. But for me, honestly, I had my period and I go inward. Sometimes I can push through it, but I'm trying to go with the cycles, and I have to go inward sometimes and just process life. I like to show up on this channel as my best self, which I'm working on letting go a little bit. First of all, thank you so much to Helky Rain. She gave me a lovely shout out on her tag video that she did, and I just thought that was really sweet, and it gave me a little bit of motivation to get back on here. But also, she was talking about wanting to be more vulnerable on her channel, and that was inspiring. It's like, I just want to be able to show up wherever I'm at in life, even if I'm like feeling a little bit gloomy. I'm a Cancer sun, so I do go inwards. But yeah, I have some stories to share. I'm going to try to be a little bit more vulnerable. I'm actually really vulnerable in person when I'm hanging out with people one-on-one. But this is YouTube. It's hard. Okay. So I have a list of things to chat about today. Where to begin? Okay, let's talk about world events. Oh, by the way, I have a big announcement that I'll share at the end of this story. And then I'm going to share some favorites afterwards, because I want to have something more uplifting. World events. So, as many of you may know, I'm working on the Tarot Animal Oracle. And my partner in this project, Diletta DeSantis, is in Italy. And if you've been watching the news in Italy, they are quarantined because of the coronavirus. So I feel so bad for her because she can't see her boyfriend for a month. There's a voluntary quarantine happening here in Los Angeles. So I have a friend whose daughter, her daughter is out of school now because all the schools are closed, and she's off of work for 2 weeks. And I know it's affecting other families as well. For us, I work from home. I do readings from here and I write from here. I'm definitely positioned right now in a good place. And my partner, he works as a music director. So if classes are he works at, I don't know if I should say, but he works at a school where he does music directing for the acting classes. And so I don't know if classes are going to be canceled. Probably the shows will be canceled. And he's also just started a job as a doing catering. Like, he's basically like on film sets they have catering, and he's just like not the crafty guy. That's like snacks and refreshments, but the actual meals. He's gonna be working for that catering company, but that's on hold because I guess they're not going to shoot during this voluntary quarantine. But yeah, I'm not affected by it so much. And my mother, she works as a caregiver, so she's not affected by it because she's just going to individuals' homes and caring for them. 1 second. But yeah, I felt inspired to share this because I was messaging Diletta about it. We stay in touch over Slack. It's a collaboration. Or wait, no, we use, what is it? I forget what it is, but we communicate over Slack. And I was just sharing with her today that I had a migraine. There's the big announcement coming at the end of this story. during this migraine, as of yesterday, I was feeling really frustrated because I was taking precautions to heal. So then I finally decided to just light some candles, set up my sacred space, and sage myself, the energy of the house. And I pulled out my Starseed Oracle, which I have combined with my Work Your Light Oracle, so it's just shuffled together. And I pulled a card. I was like, at first I meditated, and I was like, please, I need some guidance right now. This headache is excruciating. And I pulled this card. And it says, weight of the world. Boundaries, let it go. It's not yours to carry. So, I'm getting a call. There we go. So, yes, when I hear about these world events, my brain, it likes puzzles. And so it's like, how can we fix this? It's like, of course, I'm trying to do Reiki. I'm trying to send out healing into the world. But one person can't solve the world's problems. And I have a more empowering approach to how to handle these things now. But yeah, one person can't solve these world problems. And that's very noble of me to think that I could sit and try to heal the world. But truly, as we heal within, we heal the world around us. And it's like I can hold compassionate space for what's going on in the world, but it's like we have news and we have all this stuff that we take in the information. I don't watch the news, but my mom watches the news, and we live with my mom right now. And when I hear it, I'm like trying to like process everything, but it's too much. It's too much. So what I truly believe in is as within, so without. And I really see how our home is a microcosm of the macro. So I don't know if I've shared this story, but my fiance and I live at my mom's home. It's been like this for a few months now. We were in Chicago, then we were going to move somewhere else. And then that didn't work out. Our moving truck was packed with our stuff, and on our way to where we were going to live, things fell through. So then we ended up back in Los Angeles, which is great because honestly, Chicago is way too cold. Like right now it's raining outside, which is pretty unusual for Los Angeles. And I'm grateful for the rain because everything's going to be green and beautiful afterwards. And we had a drought here a couple years ago, and that was not fun. So yes, happy for the rain. But also this is a very sunny place to be, and we needed that. My mental health really depends on a certain amount of sunlight in my life every day. So it's good, but also living at home, which is kind of temporary. I don't know how long we're going to be here. We're saving up for our wedding and for our own home, so it's a big gift to live here. But here's the thing. I had mentioned our home is like a microcosm of the macrocosm of the United States specifically, because so me or Todd and I are very liberal, new age, progressive type people. And my mom is a Trump supporter. Bum, bum, bum. Wow. I felt like I was admitting something, but she's very proud. And for me, I'm just like, it's the total opposite of my worldview. And there's a lot of contention in our household. And I feel like the universe positioned us to be here for some deep healing. You know, if you ever go back home during the holidays, you have a little bit of, what I think it's called regression. Like, old stuff comes up that hasn't been processed. And that's definitely been happening for me. But basically, after I held that sacred space, I have this powerful moment of setting down the world problems and focusing on what I can do in my immediate reality. Because there's a lot of healing that can happen around us. There's a lot of ways we can step up and help around us. Like, I can, for instance, reach out to my friend who needs childcare right now. I work from home. I can tell her if she can drop her kid off, and I plan on doing that after I shoot this video. Because that just actually came to my head right now. But little things like that, we can help each other out. The big announcement is, throughout all of this going on in the world, Diletta and I have been talking about what's going on in our parts of the world, and also the Elementals ebook is done. Can you believe it? There was some editing. I had a lot of typos that I caught, and so she sent me over the Photoshop files to edit my typos out, and I ended up writing a little bit more and sneaking stuff in before sending it back to her. It's just because I could see how it was laid out, and I was like, okay, I can make this flow better into this in terms of writing. And that was a lot of fun for me. So I don't know, you know what? I'm going to link where you can get the ebook down below, but I'm also going to make a whole video announcement for it. Oh, I wanted to say about tag videos that have been going around. I've been so enjoying the Tarot Tribe tag, watching everyone's responses to that, and the Be Kind tag. The Be Kind tag just speaks to me so much. I'm going to try to do these tag videos. I have some videos that I want to do that you're going to see I'm wearing the same shirt in all of them because I'm trying to shoot them all today. But I do want to eventually do those tag videos. But in the meantime, I've so been enjoying everyone's responses to them. The Be Kind tag is by Lupa Moon, and I'll try to link that below. And the Tarot Tribe tag is by V Love and Crystals, and I'll try to link that down below as well. You're gonna love them. They're fun to watch. You've probably been watching them. And oh, the Mystic Writers tag. I've made a playlist for anyone who participated in it. I will link the playlist below. That's the tag that Amber, I'm trying to remember her channel name. I know her channel, Lavender Moon. Amber from Lavender Moon and I started that tag, and it's for anyone working on a writing project or any kind of mystical project. Like if you're doing an oracle deck or a tarot deck, you can do that tag. Yeah, I'll link the playlist below, but so far we've had Through the Peacock's Eye participate, and Maha's Treasure Box, I think that's her. Maha, if you watch her channel, participated it, and it made me so happy to see their videos because I like their channels. I hadn't seen Through the Peacock's channel, Through the Peacock's Eye. I haven't seen her channel before, but she has really good energetic readings, like weekly, and Maha is just so delightful. She's I just love her channel. She's very heart-centered, and I appreciate that. And speaking of Maha, in a comment she talked about how she does the same mantra as me, but for Kuan Yin, I work with Green Tara, and I have this out here. This is Green Tara, and this is by Kamini Gupta. Ooh, there you go. And she's a bodhisattva, and I'm going to do a video about how I connected with her. It's pretty magical, and I should release that this week. But yeah, that was a fun parallel between Maha and I. and me. So I'm just going to do some favorites now. These are decks and crystals that I've been working with the past couple weeks that I've been loving. Let's start with, this is the Luna Soul Tarot. I've been using this to read for Todd. So it has this back. You got Soul, Luna, Sun and Moon, Luna Soul Tarot. Ah, the Fool. Yeah, I've been reading for Todd with this deck. Ooh, the world is right here. And I've been having really good readings for him. It's a very Zen deck. Like, this is the Six of Swords, and it's about, you know, crossing from a darker place to a lighter place. And it's displayed as a balancing act, which is cool. It's like, you know what? I'm just getting an intuitive hit from it. It's like all of these thoughts balancing across them. Like, these are the thoughts we've picked up, like the mental beliefs that we've picked up from this old place. And now we're carefully crossing them to get to this place of light. So here we have the Hierophant, and this is very Thoth, having this person right here. I forget who she is. I think she's a reference to an Egyptian goddess, maybe. But yeah, the teacher is a very Zen Buddhist type teacher, and I think the creator of this deck is Zen Buddhist. Medaglia? No. I don't know. Okay. So this is the Luna Soul Tarot. So this next one I've loved for a very long time, and I've been using the online app for it, and it's free, which I'll link below. But it's called Morgan's Tarot. And not to be confused with the Morgan Greer Tarot, but Morgan's Tarot. And on the back here it says, "Love is God." Yes, that's what it says. And it has this Sri Yantra on the back. And this deck is from the 60s, or it was made in, it's based on the counterculture from the 60s, but it was made in 1970, I think. And it's been speaking to me so much. Okay, so this is the cover card, which is also an actual card in the deck. It says transmission through union of opposites. And if you've heard me talk about the Tarot Animal Oracle, you know that's a big thing that I'm trying to do with the writing for that. Like a lot of bringing things together, finding where they overlap. So let's do some more cards. The war has reached a critical point between Atlantis and Mu. If you're familiar with Lemuria, which I actually reference in the Tarot Animal Oracle for the Lemur card. Lemur, Lemuria, that's where the name came from. Okay. It's not what you do that counts, it's where your head is at. And there's a lotus. And that's beautiful because we can bring a certain intention into everything we do. Like, you know how I was talking about, I get caught up in trying to heal the world, whereas I can heal the world with little steps, like every day, and how I interact with my mom. Yeah, how I connect with people in a open-hearted way. Not unfolding the way it should, the universe. We have a peace sign in the middle, but certain things seem to be out of alignment with that. So I've been loving this deck. So much that I am going to do my first pick a card reading, I think this Friday. And it's going to be called Far Out Friday. And I'm going to also use the Aquarius tarot. I've been pairing them together and loving them. This is Aquarius, not to be confused with the Aquarian tarot. I'll show you some cards from it. I show this deck a lot. It's also based on 60s, 70s hippie culture. This one feels very 60s to me. It's like Age of the Aquarius. Duh, that's why it's called the Aquarius tarot. Let's do one more. But yeah, this is just a Rider-Waite. But look at the colors. Like there's pink here and purple. I like the mustard yellows. So yeah, I'm gonna do my first pick a card. Okay, another deck that I've been loving is this Morgan Greer's tarot, which I have the tin version. So this is the Morgan Greer's tarot, and I've been doing Amber from Lavender Moon's series. It's called Trust Yourself Tarot. And I'm going to keep it in order because I have it in the order that she wants us to have it for the series, the way she's teaching about the cards. And so far, the first video in her series has been mind-blowing. So it'll be linked below, of course. But yeah, the colors are just, this is made in the 70s. So the colors really match that. Look at that. That is steamy. Let's see this one. There's mustaches, which everyone loves about this deck. And the backs are really cute also. And yeah, I've been wanting to connect with this deck more. It's just a Rider-Waite clone, but it's been nice having a series to connect with it. So the next deck that I've been loving is the Moon deck. It comes in this box, which I keep on my altar, usually right there. And the card I pulled for this full moon is "My dreams reveal that magic is real and anything is possible." And yeah, I just have been loving it. I've been keeping my altar cards on these little wooden holders. And it was a nice message. It really connected with the full moon reading I did for myself, because I pulled from this deck, I pulled a card that said something about dreams. I won't be able to find it. This has 88 cards in it, so it's a lot. But yeah, those are the decks that I've been loving. Now some crystals. Here's one. So this is not a crystal, but it was a gift from my friend Diana, which was so sweet. So this has picture jasper on it, which is great for grounding, and lava rocks, which are used as oil diffusers. And right now it smells like orange citrus, because it came with these two oils. Yes, this one's called orange. Another one it came with is peppermint, which I used during my headache when I would remember it. And she also got me this amethyst. Isn't it beautiful? Like, this is the biggest crystal I have now, and also the most glorious. It gives me a really divine feminine energy for some reason. Like, I feel like you could put a Mother Mary right here and have it like be perfectly framed around her. But yeah, I like amethyst for staying in touch with divine wisdom. I bought two crystals, or a crystal and a mineral. This is a little apophyllite. I think I said that right. And when I bought it, I thought it looked like a little tiny castle. And I thought it was cool because I'm using it for connecting with like doing interdimensional type of meditations, and it feels like a little castle in the sky. And the other one I got is this little piece of tektite, which comes from collisions, like ancient collisions with the earth. And it's like how the earth becomes kind of molten through the collision and flies out and then solidifies in midair, I think. But I have that, and so I've been using these two with, shoot, what's this one called? I forget the name of it. Himalayan gold something. Yeah, I can't remember the name of that one. And also this moldavite. This piece of moldavite. I've been using those four together to do like a interdimensional portal type meditation where I meditate. I set them up. I pull a card from my Starseed Oracle, and I also have this, I guess it's 5 crystals. This is celestite. This is what I keep on my Starseed Oracle. This is the Starseed, and I keep it on top. It looks so beautiful. But yeah, I only ever pull 1 card from the deck, and I meditate, and I usually get some pretty high vibe type downloads. So this is the, it says Vivi's Truth Bomb. I made it for a holiday gift 2 years ago, and it's been taking me a while, but in the middle of it there's a lapis lazuli crystal. It's a heart-shaped one, and I finally got it out, but I put it back in. Like, the whole point of it is, as you use this with your throat chakra, as you put it on, you bring that intention of balance and speaking your truth with confidence, clarity, and love. Ooh, love, oh my gosh. Hello, throat chakra. Love, speaking with love. I'm working on that in my house. But yeah, the stone finally popped out, but I wanted to keep charging it with everyday use. And yeah, that was fun. Okay. The last item in my favorites is a book, and it's The Art and Science of Raja Yoga by Swami Kriyananda. And I've been going back to this book for reference for the Tarot Animal Oracle, because he talks about the yamas and niyamas. Those are principles, like the do's and don'ts to live by in yoga. And I've been going back and hearing his perspective on it, studying and applying it to the animal energies, or more so like seeing how the animal energies interact with those principles. So an example is we have the squirrel for aparigraha. I'm trying my best to say the Sanskrit words for it, but that means non-greed. And it was fun seeing how the squirrel interacts with non-greed, because they do hoarding in the fall they just stock up on nuts and walnuts and all that stuff. So it's been fun applying the energies. But I've been going back and reading this book, and I've also been deepening my yoga practice, because so for Utkatasana, the chair pose, it has a mantra which is perfect. My body is no burden. It is light as air. So I've been enjoying specifically going back and taking those poses and really doing them with those mantras, those intentions, and it makes a difference in my practice a lot. I also really love Yoga with Adriene, so I'll do her flows also, but then I'll focus on those little not those little, but those specific asanas, and really focus on the intention. Ugh, so much talking. So those are my favorites. Let's see what else we have here. Yeah, the videos to come are the Tara, Green Tara story, how I connected with her, and the pick a card, which is, I am excited to see how this goes. And oh, I wanted to say I've been really enjoying Allison from Tech Coven. She has a video series called As If, and she's using her 90s tarot deck and her modern witch tarot to talk about the different cards, and it's just been really insightful, so I've been enjoying that a lot. And I haven't watched this yet, but I'm about to start watching it. Maha has a series on astrology, and I really struggle with astrology. It's not my strong suit. I replied to a comment to her. I was saying my strength is more seeing as within, so without, but the as above, so below stuff, it's like too big for my head to comprehend. So I'm excited to watch her series because I feel like her teaching style is probably going to resonate with me just because I really like her as a person. So when I find that, I will link it down below. Preemptively, I'm excited to watch it. So yeah. Anyways, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I'm about to shoot all those other videos that I talked about, so I'm going to be doing the same thing. But yeah, sending you guys love and healing to the collective, and